what are some of the common, you know, character traits? What are some of the things the common threads that you're seeing in many of the black men that you're working with as they heal?
Avoidance.
Ooh,
We avoid.
yeah,
And what we have replaced with avoiding today, and I believe this is with both black men and black women, achievement,
the success.
success. We are achieving and avoiding. We're not really doing healing because it takes really deep digging. Like you,
Because what do they say? The best revenge is success. That's what
and so that's what we
the
think.
statement is. Yeah, the best revenge is success.
But what happened is the woman becomes successful, but the little girl makes the decisions. The man makes the
Wait a
money.
minute. Rewind the tape, Dr. J.
Oh yeah,
You
come on, let's do
said
that.
you said you just said that the woman is achieving, but the little girl is making the decisions.
Absolutely. Let's think about the successful women who have chose partners that does not match the level that they function on in their career path. I've seen this a lot because the little girl is choosing.
Yeah.
The man is making the money, but the little boy is choosing.
Ooh, the little
The little
girl
boy
is
making
choosing.
is making the decisions.
Now, Jay, I know I didn't. The little girl didn't chose a few times.
Absolutely, and all of
Listen,
us.
the little girl didn't chose a few times. The little girl who was choosing, trying to find her daddy, she chose all the things. Yeah,
Yeah.
very true.
And so I'm seeing a lot of pain because of rejection. Because when you're rejected and you don't feel seen, you show up to the world with the sign. And you know what that sign says? Do you see me?
Yeah,
And when you don't feel seen, you look to insert yourself. You look to insert your talents, your skills, your personality, those things because and you're not wrong for wanting to be seen, but it's the way that we go about being
yeah,
seen.
yeah,
It's the way that we go about being validated. And I'm seeing so many men that don't want to feel,
yeah,
because the doctor, you go to the doctor, you have to be able to feel. When you go to the doctor and you say, Doc, I'm in pain, Doc always asks you,
Where does it hurt?
where does it hurt? And if you don't know where it hurts, he don't understand how to begin to treat you.
Yeah,
And if you're going to understand where it's hurting and to be able to articulate and convey to him where you're hurting, that tells me you had to feel it.
yeah,
And a lot of us, we don't want to feel, we want to numb. And what I'm hoping through sharing my story for both men and women, that we don't have to live in a space where we have to drink our peace
I was there at one point in my life.
and we have to
Yeah.
smoke our joy.
Well, sometimes, Jay, a little
You know,
smoke and joy
yeah.
they go together.
And
Sometimes there's joy in the smoke.
you
I
know,
ain't mad.
and that's what I've heard. So
So let me tell you.
and so and we would anesthetize in so many different unhealthy coping mechanisms, and
Yeah.
particularly for men,
Yeah,
because the average man is not ready to sit with himself. Because sitting with yourself means that you have to look at yourself and you have to look at your experiences. You have to look at the trauma. You have to look at who. You have to look at when it happened. And there's so many different things. And brothers will say, you know what, man, I ain't got time for that. There's many men that I have worked with, and many of them, when they're working with me, are very open. But there's some that is like, bro, this is too much to work through. And I get it. Because let me be honest with you. At 42 today, if I was just starting therapy today for the things that I've experienced, I don't know if I would go through with it.
yeah,
Because I would be like, I got to comb through all of that.
yeah,
I got to unpack all of
yeah,
that.
yeah,
So I was very blessed to have a second chance after the second suicide, which was a drug overdose. And after that phone call, went in because I was staying with my godmother. Because I
So
was in
is she the one
transition.
that found you?
Yeah, my godmother found me, and I've been missing all day. I was unconscious, man. I don't remember a thing, and because I was living with her, so I couldn't shoot myself because I didn't want her to find. I didn't want to leave a mess. So that's how considerate I was.
Yeah.
Had I been living by myself,
You
absolutely
would've-
shot
you would've
myself.
shot yourself.
Absolutely, without a doubt.
Oh my goodness.
Because that's how serious I was. I wasn't playing with it. You know what I mean? And study shows that men are more successful with suicide than women.
Yeah, for sure.
Because in many cases, or in most cases with men, when we have made a decision to go, we made a decision.
Yeah. So what was after you're found and after the second attempt on your life and you are found, what brings you out of this hole? Like what starts to get you?
So my godmother, bless her heart, I love her to the moon and back, Miss Sydney. A couple of days go by and we just kind of was quiet about everything. And one day she says, Jay, we need to talk. And she says, Jay, why would you do that in my house? She said, why would you do that? And I looked at her and I said, Miss Sydney, I'm hurting. I don't want to be here. And she looked at me and she says, Jay, I can never understand the pain that you've gone through. I could never understand it, but Jay, your life has so much value and I want you to get help. She's like, I really want you to get help. And she said, you gotta promise me that you're gonna get help. And she said, promise me you're never gonna do that again in my house.
Wow.
And when she said that, I said, yes, ma'am.
And so at that point, you get in therapy?
I started seeking out therapy, and a friend of mine's found me a spiritual therapist or biblical counselor. And then I found sort of like a psychotherapist, and I was doing them both because the biblical counselor, I couldn't get with it because he had scriptures, and I said, brother, good, I don't need no scripture right now because I'm like, I know what the word says. Well, you know, the word says, brother, and when I got with the psychotherapist, it was life-changing.
Were you introduced to medication at any point?
I was never introduced to medication because talk therapy was so effective with me.
For you? Okay.
Because I was the only boy and I didn't talk. I kept everything in because, again, when Dad left, I became
the man of the house.
Man of the house.
Oh, gosh.
So here I was in this position of parentification, is where the child now becomes the parent.
Hey, Vault family, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this clip, make sure to check out our full interview on our channel at Vault Empowers Talks. We don't just scratch the surface. We dive deep into the lives of some of the world's most influential leaders and change makers. Don't forget to like, to comment, and be sure to subscribe for more inspiring conversations. See you next time.